2013 against the wall. Today I want to talk about a subject that I talked about a while back in Microsoft one. The subject is used games and what it has to do when a new console comes out. Let's say the PS4. Now, recently I read an article online a while back, probably a week ago. I was talking about the same subject I talked about way back in my other videos. They're talking about the anti-patent for coming up PS4. They're talking about this. What this does, if you do or do not know, is if this system will avoid you to playing used games. And yeah, you heard me. If you bought, if this is say about 10 or probably next year or maybe 3 years from now, PS4 just launched and everybody wants to get their hands on it and you want to play a used game. What this software is going to do is going to not allow you to play these used games on a new brand system. It's going to set brand new games. That means if you're paying $60 a game, it's good. If you're buying a used game, it's going to read it on the day, no, take it out. That's what I'm going to feel. It's going to have like a voice coming out of the system saying, no sir, I don't play used game, I'm playing brand new spanking $60 game. And that worries me right now because, I don't know, because the market right now with DLC and online pass, now we have to deal with when we buy new games. Because let's face it, people, we got jobs. I have a job. Not a good job right now, but I like to get my hands on games that I can't get my hands on first launch day because $60 is really expensive. I mean, hell, I even did a video when I found a receipt that I had a PS2 one for $50, no problem. But hearing this report, I get nervous. I get nervous because I see something like that. Because if you're going to tell me that I can play used game on a brand new system because they have to play brand new games, then I might have it. I'm sorry. I know we always talk about, oh, you don't want to pay. No, I don't want to pay for something that I got a collection of good games that I've not gotten yet because I got them used because at that time I was always busy at work or just busy alone because I didn't even think myself just buying every $60 game. No one can spend $60 games every month. That's too much. So when it comes down to it, you want to buy a used one, But, you have to have a chance to have an online pass. You got to pay for online pass or DLC. But this is something different. This anti-patent, if it ever comes to be, I don't see myself buying a new console, period. Because I don't feel like the company, even Sony, who started, Sony started about this. If Sony go to this green light and say, oh, well, we're going to decide to put this in the patent, we're going to have people buy brand new spanking games, knowing that every used game had to be in the system. That means it's going to suck for me because I have to spend $60 to buy a new game that I don't know I might like or not. And in return, hell, even retail stores like GameStop is going to be screwed over. I mean, we don't like GameStop at this point right now. At this right now. But I don't feel like right now, if that comes to that point, everyone's going to get screwed. We're going to get screwed better. We're going to get screwed a lot because, once again, the pattern's going to be like, this pattern for me is going to be like that one thing that's going to be like any DVD. It got to be brand new. It's going to have to be, reading the information saying, hey, this is a brand new disc. You can play it. This is a used disc. No. Take that out right now. I'm feeling right now because I don't want that future. I don't want that future that I have to spend $60 a game because I don't know. I know it's only a rumor. Now, before I say anything else, this is only a rumor. A rumor that I heard on the internet. Yeah, the internet. That's the only place I can get the information. But it's only a rumor. I even mentioned this a while back. I remember Microsoft was talking about that whole, anti-patent thing. And I think, no, it's too many question marks. Too many hear this and hear that. I don't want this in the future to be a dark cloud to saying that I have to run out and get $60 games that I may or may not play and a system that may not play my used games. No, that's the most worst thing you can do right now for gamers right now. We have to do it, and once I say it again, we have to deal with DLC, we have to do an online pass if you bought the game used or not. Developers, industry, give us a break right now. We're paying out of our wallet sometimes. You have to. I don't want to come down to that point that the future was grim. Back in the days that when I had my NES, you just play the game. If you got to use, you want to return it. That's good. But now we come to the point that money is money and business is business. But if this kind of business for me is to buy a brand new game, compare it to a used game, and then my used system is not gonna take the used game. I don't want it. I'm sorry, I just don't want it, and it's gonna sound horrible. But once again, only a rumor. Only a rumor. I heard this. My Microsoft, now I'm hearing from Sony, and I don't like rumors like that. It just gets me nervous, you know, how the future's going to be for gamer. I mean, I look at kids nowadays, they don't know where I'm going. Being in my age, in my like 30s, growing up, I mean, back then it was easy. It was kind of like the easy thing to do, you know, you get a used game. Yeah, if you want to take your used game to a cartridge, and you want to go to your friend's house and play, you know that, hey, you know what, it's still good, it's still palatable. But, and once again, like that, and for that, and we mention it, if you bought a new game and you want to take it to your friend's house, but it's going to be locked into your system. So if you take a new brand game and he got the same system, it's not going to work too. So they're going to have that same pattern. So basically, we both screwed over. So I can't play with my friend's house. I can't buy a used game. I have to wait. I don't know. Waiting, I don't know who's going to be waiting. I just get nervous when I hear stuff like that. So, I don't know. This is my 2013. I do not want this to happen. If I hear it, if I even mention the next E3 for Microsoft doing that, I mean, Sony's going to do that too. If that really happens, it could be a dark cloud for every gamer. Whoever thought that, you know, buying this new system would be the cool thing. No, it's not be a new cool thing. No, in fact, this anti-pen is going to be in our new system. I don't want that. I really don't want that, because it really bugged me to the death. Because if you're going to say to every gamer, hey, you know what, you can share, I mean, how much was the PS3, what, 600? How much do you think this is going to be? And plus, you can't play used games because it's going to be obsolete. I mean, these games will be like, what, 3, 4, 5 years, and it's still good. I mean, and then now you're telling me that I got to worry about this anti-pattern that's going to be in the new PS4. Sometime in the future, it's going to have this new program that allows me to play used games on it. No, I get this weird feeling, you know, when people talk about, oh, you don't want to spend that much, it's not me spending money or anything. It's just like, you know, that whole, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch your back, or something weird shit I just said. But it's, you know, I feel like, you know, nowadays we have, once again, I always mention DLC and online pass being the new thing. It's gonna be the new thing. If it's not, I don't want nothing about it. You know? So yeah. Yeah, that's only a rumor, so I'm going to leave the video off. It's just a rumor about the anti-pattern for the new PS4 or any type of system that think of doing it, because really, this is really the most dumbest thing I hear so far. So, I'm going to leave this comment below. Leave a comment for you guys. Do you think this is going to be the worst idea ever that Sony ever came up with, this anti-pattern system? Meaning that if you have to buy a new system and you just got it and you have to play a new game, but you can't play the used game, tell me what you think about it. You think it's like the dumbest thing you ever heard? If it's not, it's only a rumor. That's all it is. Only a rumor. So, you know, you just leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me like you heard about it, but you saw it's like this is like BS. You know, just tell me what you think, because if that's the future, I don't want it. Trust me on that. So this is Mr. Sothum telling you that yeah, 2013. We got a lot of things to do, but a little time to do it. Later.